on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star. Also brought to you by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, the Iowa City Area Sports Commission. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star.
From Coralville, Iowa and Extreme Arena, it's time for Hawkeye Volleyball. The second weekend of the homestand sees the 10-10, 1-7 Hawkeyes getting their first rematch of the season against the 15-3, 5-3 Michigan State Spartans. I'm John Evans with my star color analyst Reagan Coyle. The Hawkeyes were, well, frankly, just not very good last Sunday against UCLA. Hallie Stepanidis led the Hawks with 8 kills while hitting .357. Michigan State, on the other hand, took down Maryland in 5 sets, a 15-13 battle in the 5th set. Speaking of 5 sets, the first times these two teams met was 2 weeks ago. Michigan State easily handled the Hawks in the first 2 sets before Iowa stormed back, taking sets 3 and 4. Unfortunately, the Iowa serve receive buckled just a little bit under the 5th set pressure, and Sparty ran away with the 5-set victory. Carmel Varez, Sharday Van Zant, and Hallie Stepanidis all had double-figure kills for the Hawkeyes, but for Iowa to pull off the upset tonight, the Hawks are going to need to be more competitive in the serve-receive battle than they've been in recent weeks. They're going to have to figure out some ways to shut down the block, or to get a block, to shut it down and close it. The Maryland block was very effective. It was a game-changer against Michigan State last Sunday. Maryland had 21 blocks in that match. So if Iowa can channel some sort of a consistent block, could be a good time to get back on the winning side of the ledger. Live from Coralville, it's the Spartans and the Hawkeyes from Extreme Arena on a Friday night. And my letter winner partner, Reagan Coyle. How you doing?
Howdy, John. Happy country night. Just want to give a shout out to my mama. She's listening back home.
You forgot the Hawkeye branded cowboy boots, though, that you were telling me about. At least you had action you could have come with. So what? Obviously, we need to see something just a bit different than what Iowa brought on Sunday against UCLA. What? Either when you were in the locker room or as a coach, what's your? Hey, we've had 4 days to kind of stew on this. How do you flush it and give a better performance tonight?
I think we're at this point in the season in Big Ten play where we're starting to see teams a second time. So like you mentioned in your opener there, we've seen Michigan State. They went to 5 sets with them. Now's the point in the season where you're going to look at the film against a team that you've already played and really start to see what you can do differently the second time around that you play them. You're a little bit more familiar with your players that are against the net, who you're going to try to block the most, what their defense looks like. And I think it just presents as another opportunity to get a win against a team that you maybe should have gotten it the first time.
It's certainly a different scout, isn't it, as opposed to watching what Michigan State does against Illinois or whomever, pick your other team. This is what Michigan State did against us. This is what we tried to do and maybe didn't do as effectively as we wanted. Or this is where we were really effective. Let's try to figure out how to do a little bit more of that.
Exactly. So, coming off that loss on Sunday, it stings just a little bit. But another day, another opportunity in the Big Ten, and see if we can get a win against Michigan State this time around.
We had a tough road trip. We went to Oregon. And actually, I guess that was would have been the first time we played Michigan State. We went to Oregon, battled there, lost a tough 5-set match, came out against Washington, and again, frankly, didn't play very well against Washington, and they handled business pretty easily. You wondered then how Iowa would respond when they traveled then to Michigan State. Didn't start on time, which again is kind of a recurring theme for this team, but then they battled and they got it to 5 sets. So against UCLA last Sunday, didn't really show that battle, that energy, and so maybe tonight is a start on time, get it done right off the bat and get going.
I would like to see that too, and I'm sure the Hawks would like that as well. It's kind of good to be back in Extreme, kind of where they're used to playing. A bit cooler in here tonight, so let's see if they can get that hot start. Sitting
on the ice. New starting lineup tonight. We've got Sasha Stojanovic, Carmel Varez, Sharday Van Zandt, Hannah Whittingstall, who heads to the bench for Mo Moisio, Claire Amaral, and Alyssa Warden. Alyssa Warden is the new starter as she is back right to start. For Michigan State, Leah Schneider is the libero, Karolina Stanishevska, Bianca Mumchular, Malaya Long, Zuzana Kulig, Evie Duzama, and Carmen Way are your starters. Michigan State in the green, libero in the white, Iowa in gold, Mo Moisio in black. Malaya Long will serve to get us started. Good serve to Mo. Good pass right side to Varez. Goes sharp cross, catches the line and scores. First point for the Hawks.
A little bit of a low set for Varez, but she made the most of that Michigan State middle being late to close on the block. Good cross-court swing.
Stojanovic back to serve for Iowa. Knocks it right down the line. Decent pass, though. Pushed out to the left side. Duzama dug by Warden. Amaral pushed out. Van Zandt off the net. She's blocked. Couldn't cover herself. Give the block to Kulig and Mumchular. Tied at 1.
Kulig is 6'4" middle. She's going to have a really tough block up there. Not one you want to test if you're an outside.
Mumchular to serve. Knocks it at Warden. Good pass to Amaral. Right side to Varez again. Goes down the line and scores this time. And that is really important for Carmel to show a variety of shots.
Definitely. She really likes that cross-court swing. So whenever she's able to switch it up and hit line, it's really going to keep the block second-guessing.
She got a good call from someone in the back row. I heard him yell line, and she took it.
It's always helpful.
Jamie Marquardt now comes in for Varez, and she serves it out. Tied at 2 on the service error. Kulig will head back to serve. Right in front of the Spartan bench. Pops forward and fires it over at Warden. Okay pass to Amaral, outside to Van Zandt. Block came late, and she hit it over. Good off-speed shot there, rolled it into the corner right in front of the line judge's feet.
Off speed, but very efficient. And just finding some space in the deep court there sometimes is just as much of a great kill as bouncing one down the line.
Van Zandt now to serve. Floats it over. Good pass there right on the tape. Right side swing. Blocked by Warden. Right, left side swing. Hawks got the triple there, but couldn't really close it. Good cross from Stanishevska, scores.
Moisio got a little piece of it, diving just toward the 10-foot line, but with Warden being over for the triple, there was nobody there to get that second touch on that ball.
Maya Bolton now in to serve. Side out volleyball here early in the first set. Bolton knocks it off the tape. Warden. Amaral takes a swing, and she's blocked. Good heads-up play there by Carmen Way. Jumped right with Amaral. Kind of gave two-hand targets, but unfortunately with no press, it just fell into the back row. 4-3 Michigan State with their first lead.
And we've talked about this before. We like to see Amaral take that swing in transition versus serve receive to make the block work for it.
Back row from Van Zandt. Blocked, right straight down again. Carmen Way. Not exactly built like somebody that's going to flex, but she's doing it right now at the net. She's owning it, 5-3. Good serve, Moisio, good pass. Whittingstall on the slide, goes sharp cross and misses.
I like the slide run there. Whittingstall just had her body turned a bit too sharp, hit that ball out. That cross court is open for her. That set has to be pushed out a little bit.
4 in a row for Michigan State, 6-3. Moisio, great pass. Slide again, high off the hands this time, dug up by Mumchular. Slide for Michigan State off the hands, dug by Moisio. Amaral pushed it outside. Warden's first swing is a roll shot, covered up by Staniszewska. Trouble here. Michigan State rolls it over. Van Zant, Amaral, back row lefter. Hawks catch a break, and they do not catch a break, as Van Zant had ran in front of the line, came back, jumped up and over. So back row attack on Charday makes it 7-3 Michigan State.
Yeah, Charday was not ready for that back row attack. When she realized the ball was set to her, she had to backpedal and swing.
Amaral tried to dunk it, didn't work. Warden sails it out of bounds, no touch. Iowa in trouble here early. It's 8-3. And it's all self-inflicted stuff right now. Coach Barnes trying to call timeout. Down ref not really listening. 8-3 Michigan State will take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. If I told you Iowa had 3 kills and Michigan State had 1, you'd think, well, okay, that's not a bad start. Problem is Iowa has 6 hitting errors. Michigan State only has 5 swings. 8-3 Michigan State here in the first.
And Michigan State not doing anything special, just a few self-inflicted wounds here on the Iowa side. Lots of unforced errors.
Michigan State hasn't even touched the ball in probably 3 serves other than Maya Bolton's serve. And that one goes off of Jamie Marquardt, and it's an ace. 9-3 Sparty. Bolton comes forward again, goes at Marquardt. Great pass this time to Amaral. Outside to Warden, dug up by Schneider. Just knocked over. Moisio takes it. Amaral goes up aggressively, and Whittingstall knocks it. One-handed dig there from Bolton. It's a beauty. And it's again just knocked over to Iowa. Marquardt. Amaral pushed it outside. Warden goes down the line and scores this time.
Nice powerful swing by Warden. That's exactly, if you're Amaral, where you have to sell that attack. Made the middle blocker jump with her both times on those sets, which leaves her pins 1-on-1.
9-4 Spartans. Michigan State with a touchdown. Iowa responds with a point. Whittingstall, good strong serve. Bad pass, but tipped over. Whittingstall with a good dig. Warden off balance, rolls it over. Dug up by Staniszewska. Outside swing, then, actually that was Staniszewska. Sorry, that was Mumchular with the first dig. Staniszewska gets the kill. She'll go back and serve now, 10-4.
This is a little helpful that Michigan State does have the last name on the jersey. Don't have to look from roster to jersey number, do a cross-check.
Strong jump serve there, but Marquardt, great pass. Amaral outside, Warden. Another kill for Alyssa, 10-5.
Warden heating up a bit. She can tend to be a little error-prone just because of her powerful swing, but she's been on it tonight and finding some great shots between Michigan State's block.
As a little undersized, she needs the timing to be really, really strong. Good serve from Amaral, tough pass. Staniszewska goes, or Mumchular goes through hands and scores.
Found a little bit of space to the outside of Vars's block, just in between her hand and the antenna.
They don't even look alike. Staniszewska has blonde hair. Mumchular does not. I'll get it here. And Mumchular has pants on top of that. So we'll work our way through it. Van Zant, tough pass. Amaral left side to Varez, and she powers it outside the antenna.
I like the swing idea because she was on the line, but yeah, just got a tiny piece of the antenna.
12-5 on the hitting air. Schneider to serve. Good strong serve. Van Zant, tough pass. Amaral right side to Warden. She scores off the tape. 12-6. Good round trip for Alyssa. She gets 3 kills coming through, and they'll send Charday back to the front row and Alyssa to the service line. Warden pops it cross court. Mumchillar overpass. Varez. Amaral back to Varez. Off the block and out of bounds. Good left-handed catch by me.
Great save.
I'm taking full credit for that. 12-7.
Yeah, good 1-2 by Varez. You got to make that pass a good one to have your setter set you back and get a kill.
Good pass off the Warden serve. Dumped over, but dug up by Amaral. Moisio all the way across to Varez. Tried to go high hand. Dug up by Stanishevska. Back row attack, Stanishevska. Warden looked surprised by that. Not sure if she couldn't see it.
Yeah, she was definitely off balance back there, so not ready. Could have been an easy dig, but she wasn't quite set with her feet.
She's back middle. Yeah, I'm not sure you should ever be surprised.
Right.
Back middle. Like I said, unless you can't see it. Long to serve, 13-7. Good strong serve. Moisio, good pass. Amaral Tavares goes sharp cross, scores. Carmel with 4, 13-8. Stojanovic to serve for the Hawks. Good strong serve. Good pass from Mumchillar. Pushed all the way across, tipped over. Dug by Amaral. Stojanovic steps in. Varez goes cross, dug up by Long. Duzema sends it over hands and out of bounds. 13-9. I mentioned Maryland had 21 blocks in the match, the 5-set match against Michigan State. Michigan State then also had 20 other hitting errors, 41 hitting errors. Wow. On Sunday against Maryland. Stojanovic, good serve. Bad pass from Snyder. Duzema has to play it. It's just going to get knocked to the Iowa side. Warden, Amaral, right side to Varez. Oh boy, she is blocked though by Duzema. Good close there.
Yeah, a few cross-court swings by Varez. Duzema moved her block in just a foot, just to take a little bit of cross-court away from Varez. Swing a little higher.
14-9. Mumchillar knocks the serve over at Warden. Good pass to Amaral. Middle attack to Whittingstall. Easy dig for Mumchillar. Stanishevska rolls it over Warden. Amaral. Whittingstall out of the middle. Good score there. Iowa doesn't run that a whole lot. That's a good swing right out of the middle. 14-10.
Yeah, I love to see a middle run in transition. Like I said, usually the block is one-on-one. Whittingstall, the ball a little bit behind her on that one, but she was still able to get a powerful swing on that.
Jamie Marquardt back in to serve. Goes right down the line again. Mumchillar, good pass. Outside to Stanishevska. Through the block. Van Zant with the dig. Whittingstall, second contact. Van Zant rolls it over. Dug by Schneider. Middle attack blocked by Whittingstall, but out of bounds. Rolled along the tape. Kulig with the kill.
And that's a good job by Whittingstall to stay on the net, stay patient with that, know that the middle's still going to run behind on that ball. Kind of unlucky touch off her hands.
Kulig leaves, and Kai Clayton will come in to serve for her. 15-10. Clayton pops it over Warden. Amaral back out to Van Zant. Sailed it over, touch called. 15-11.
Van Zant likes that ball with a little bit more tempo compared to Warden. She's able to get up and use her vertical on that. Get a little piece of the block on Michigan State's side.
They're both the same type of hitter. They're a little undersized, but they're really athletic and jumpy. Charday hits that serve into the net. Second service error for the Hawks. Bolton will come back in. She had the service run that gave the Spartans the lead here in the set. Knocks it down the line at Marquardt. Great pass to Amaral. Slides behind Whittingstall. Diving play from Snyder. Back row attack is sent in into the short bleachers at the end of the court. That was not close. 16-12.
Thought they were going to try to call a touch on Michigan State's side. They wanted one, at least.
Iowa with their second serve in a row in the net.
Yeah, got to eliminate those errors, especially if you're trying to climb back in the point column being down 5. You need to create a little momentum on your side. Starts on the service line.
Stanishevska to serve for Michigan State. Big toss, big serve over the end line. That was close, but call it a foot out. 17-13. Iowa not done yet, but to your point, could use a service run sooner rather than later. And Claire Emerald will get the first try. She sends a floater over, and it's a perfect pass. Right side slide. Off the antenna. Hawks catch a break. Way hits it off the antenna. 17-14. Emerald floats it at Stanishevska. Perfect pass. Mumchilar sends it over the end line. No touch. Michigan State begging for one, and they're going to get it. They will challenge.
I don't know. I didn't see one.
I didn't really either. And so we'll see.
Just slow the momentum down a little bit, at least, if they thought it was potentially close.
Yeah, it works as a good timeout either way. But I mean, this is what we were talking before the match. One of the things that Michigan State has done is the Big Ten is a mushy middle this year, and Michigan State has separated themselves from the mushy middle because they've beaten the teams that they're supposed to beat. They haven't shown invincibility, though. I mean, they went 5 sets with Iowa. They went 5 sets with Maryland. They make mistakes. Just, Iowa made so many errors there early without Michigan State even touching the ball. It's like, get into rallies and make them actually beat you and just at least see what happens.
For sure.
Use the home court, use the crowd, see if you can get some excitement going in the building.
Definitely. And right now, just being down by 2 points with how many errors Iowa has right now, still a really close set with all those errors.
I mean, Iowa has 10 kills, Michigan State has 5, and now it's kind of evened up. Michigan State has 4 hitting errors to go with their 5 kills. Iowa has 8 to go with their 10 kills. So,
yeah, both teams, struggling in the errors column. Iowa only hitting .067, but Michigan State hitting .056. So,
yes. So I mean, you look at the difference in the set right now. If this play holds, the difference is Michigan State has an ace and 1 error, and Iowa has 3 service errors. And so that, right now it's at the service line. So again, it's the fine details that Michigan State has been better at all season long, and that's why they're 15-3.
Exactly.
And Iowa's 10-10 and 1-6 in 5-set matches because they haven't cleaned up the little details. They've been around, they've been handy. They just haven't cleaned up the little details when they get a shot to.
And they've found a way to do that in sets, but it's just a little too late. So it's got to start here in this first set with those little details. With you taking a little longer than normal.
Yeah, I love it. Exactly. Yeah, I just heard a one more time on the look. So I love there's someone else at the table with a stopwatch. So we actually time these things. This is great. I just heard an I can't tell, which is a good sign for Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, my soapbox that I'm on every match is if it takes this long, it shouldn't get overturned. And I say that whether it's Iowa challenging or whether it's the opposing team challenging, we shouldn't get to 2 or 3 unless you have technical difficulties. We shouldn't get to 2 or 3 minutes and still be pondering whether we're going to change it or not.
Right.
And she is going to reverse it.
Wow. So it went from not being able to see it very much. Maybe she got a different angle where she was able to see it a little better, obviously.
Dane is pretty darn good at pulling up angles pretty quickly. So call it 18-14 now. That's a pretty big shift in the way it works out for the Hawks to give the kill to Mumchilar from the side there. And that'll put Schneider at the service line. Michigan State by 4. Moisio diving play. Amaral pushes it out, and the Hawks just have to knock it over. Bolton, and then it's just slammed down from long as Iowa just doesn't recognize a front row setter. Boy, and that's the
shift in the set for sure.
Yeah, and you come out of the review, and I know it didn't go your way, but you can't let it affect the next point. And everybody's just a step slow. Good serve there. Good pass from Amaral. Right side to Warden. Rolls it over. Dug by Long. Mumchillar rolls it over. Moisio. Amaral. Left Barres from the left. Rattles it off the block and scores. 19-15. Carmel has 5. She's been good.
She has been great, and we've been wanting to see every pin hitter be involved in the offense as well as the middle, so it's good to see her get going early.
Warden, good serve. Snyder, good pass. Back row's tipped over. Boy, what a readable tip from Stanishevska.
That has to be an off blocker. Neither Varez or Van Zandt went up to block on that ball, so has to be communication there. They have to come off the net and play that off blocker defense. You can't expect Moisio to come and get every single one of those balls. 20-15,
Long to serve. Van Zandt, not a great pass. Moisio steps in. Van Zandt to swing. Catches the corner. That one had more pace than the one before that she swung at, kind of at the line judge's feet, but same basic idea there.
Yeah, same exact spot on the court. Like you said, just with a little bit more pace. She's just finding some space above the block with her high vertical there.
Stojanovic, good serve. Snyder, good pass though. Middle attack. Kulig finds the 1-6 seam to the right of Warden. 21-16. Mumchillar back to serve. Good save there. Van Zandt overpass. And Kulig hammers it home, and Iowa in trouble, 22-16. Coach Barnes sitting on a timeout. Line down ref looking over at him. No move for the timeout. Mumchillar to serve again. Warden, Amaral, Whittingstall. Dug by Schneider over to me. Coach Yale intercepted though, 21-17. 22-17, sorry. Whittingstall with a couple now. Marquardt to serve. Jamie right down the line. Tight ball. Right side swing, dug by Warden. Amaral. Van Zandt high off the block. Whittingstall loses the joust, pushes it back over. Whittingstall, Amaral, Van Zandt. Good dig there. That was Stanishevska. Mumchillar just knocks it over. Warden, Amaral, Whittingstall on the short slide. Looked like a touch.
Thought it definitely caught a piece of the Michigan State's block on its way out. That sound was definitely off a hand versus just off the top of the tape.
Yeah, didn't feel like it just rolled off the tape. Michigan State challenged earlier, was successful in a big spot.
A little game of limbo happening on the bench here. with a band that's used to warm up shoulders. I'm sure athletic trainer Katie is proud having a front row seat to that.
Multi-use exercise. And again, so Michigan State was 5 kills and 4 errors at the overturn. And so now all of a sudden it's 10 kills and 3 errors. So they have been very good. We have a decision. So that'll make it 22-18. Give Whittingstall the kill. She's up to 3 now.
It's going to be important to keep this service pressure on from Marquardt.
Jamie's been going right down the line at Mumchillar. See if she sticks to that pattern. She does, but misses it well wide. And that just is an absolute killer. 4 service errors for the Hawks.
And like you mentioned earlier, even though the challenge went our way this time, It's just such an important time to really dial in and be focused and make sure you get that ball in.
Well, we came out of the challenge and Michigan State gets an overpass kill, and come out of this challenge and Iowa gets a service error. Van Zandt off the block, dug up by Staniszewska. Back row, Mumchilar off the block. Moisio with one hand. Amaral behind Van Zandt, knocks it over. Good dig again from Staniszewska. Right side swing through the block. Duzema had a boulevard to drive it through, and it's 24-18. Clayton to serve, try to serve out the set for Michigan State. She pops a float over at Marquardt. Amaral, slide to to Whittingstall. Hannah's been good as well. She's got 4.
Yeah, she has been great. We've seen the middles struggle to really get going recently for the Hawks. It starts with passing, but good to see them connecting well early.
Van Zandt to serve for the Hawks. Staniszewska, bad pass. She's going to get a swing at it, though. Rolls it over. Van Zandt. Amaral pushes it across to Warden. Goes down the line and knocks it off long. 24-20. Iowa gets another one back.
Smart swing by Warden. Really great set by Amaral. She was all over on the other side of the court here. She really pushed that ball out, gave Warden a nice look.
Coach Kelsey was thinking about the timeout, maybe on the next one. Van Zandt, stronger serve this time. Staniszewska, better pass. Back out to her. Block again, really late. Overpass for the Hawks. Right side from Duzema. Dug by Marquardt. Good ball. Amaral fights her way to it. Warden. Lands right in. It bounced. That short hopped. She's going to challenge it. She's going to be wrong. That short hopped into the line judge. It did not hit him on the fly.
Yeah, that's a really that's really tough because it hit the court before it hit the line judge.
Yes.
I think they were thinking it went the opposite direction.
That ball.
But Dane has a really great angle pulled up, so.
Yeah, I mean, this one should be a very quick one. Either way, because it's going to hit. It's either going to have hit. We know the line judge. It's either going to have hit David's leg. Yeah, we're confirmed.
We're confirmed. Yeah, it definitely got a piece of the line before it hit David.
I mean, they just missaw it.
Yeah, it probably looked awkward from their side and their angle, but.
So one challenge left now for Michigan State, 24-21. That probably does save her the timeout. It costs her a challenge, but saves her the timeout. Van Zandt to serve. Sends it over. Good pass again. Duzema from the right. She's blocked, but good cover from Michigan State. Marquardt, Amaral, Warden. Nobody home. Yeah, there should have been a double contact there. Again, the only way you get called for double contact is push it over. Michigan State did.
Yeah, they got away with that one. The ref kind of shook his head when it happened, but that had a lot of rotation on it. I'm really surprised he didn't call that.
24-22, timeout Michigan State, 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle witnessing a 4-0 Iowa run, but they need 2 more as they still trail Michigan State 24-22 here in the first. Iowa with 18 kills here in the first set, but 8 attack errors and 4 service errors have dug themselves a hole that they're still working to get out of. Sharday Van Zandt will try to pull Iowa 1 point closer. Sends it over. Mumchilar. Stanishevska, dug by Moisio. Amaral, back row, thrown over by Van Zant. Duzema from the right, off the block. Van Zant's there. Amaral, across, tipped over, long. Stanishevska tips, and boy, again, she sticks her hand up so early.
Very obvious.
And nobody from the Iowa back row is moving forward to get that dig.
That has to be the outside hitter, off blocker defense for sure, picking that ball up.
25-22, Michigan takes set one. We'll take 2 minutes and be back. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Michigan State with a 1-0 lead. They took the first 25-22. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Teams getting whistled back to the court here. Iowa will run the same group out that was in the first set. Alyssa Warden led the Hawks. She had 6 kills. Carmel Varez with 5, Whittingstall with 4, and Van Zant with 3. Iowa out killing Michigan State 18-12. But Michigan State hitting 265, Iowa only hitting 222. Stanishevska had 5 kills for Michigan State. Zuzana Kulig had 3 on her 3 swings. Claire Emerald with 16 first set assists. Digs were relatively even, 17-16 on the Michigan State side. 4 blocks for Michigan State though, and none for Iowa. Again, this is a team that got blocked 21 times on Sunday, and Iowa not able to get any this time. Some good touches though later in the set.
You know, the set started out in Michigan State's favor, but as it went on, kind of balanced itself out, and it was pretty even. So it's going to be important for Iowa to stay focused on their side of the net, control what they can control, eliminate those unforced errors, and really dial in the second set.
Well, Iowa loses 25-12 and gave up a 7-0 run. So if you just minimize the big damage, you'll be okay. Warden serves to start us off. Goes outside, Mumchilar. Good dig there from Warden. Amaral. Van Zant through the block and scores. And I called Mumchilar right the first time without even looking.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Back on track. You can see the back of their jerseys a little bit better on
this
this
could
side.
help me on this side. But over the left side pin hitter, I've got no chance on him. Seeing that. Warden to serve again. Just sails it over the inline. That's a pretty good play from Schneider because she had a number of players yelling in at her. And
she went to reach with her hands and then pulled them away last second.
She recognized that I'm 5'8", and if I have to reach over my head in the back row, it's probably out. Long to serve. Van Zant, Amaral, right side Varez. Not sure what that was other than try to take out the up ref. A little off the side of the hand.
Hit for sure.
It happens. Long again. Good strong serve this time. Moisio, not a good pass. Van Zant. Varez steps into the court. Good dig though. Tight ball, Duzema. Powered it through Stojanovic, 3-1 Michigan State.
Yeah, Stojanovic still on her way over to block, and she caught a piece of that ball just on her way down. Makes it tough for the defense behind her to get a productive touch on that ball.
Long again, hops forward and fires it well out of bounds. 3-2, second service error for Michigan State.
And these are the errors that you have to take advantage of if you're Iowa. Go on a service run here, start scoring some points and get a little bit of a lead.
Stojanovic, tight ball from Mumchilar, and Whittingstall gets the overkill. That was a good dig from Staniszewska, but unfortunately kind of caught Duzema, or it was Long coming through, and so neither one of them could make a play. To your point, Iowa now capitalizes with one. See if Stojanovic can try again. Got into Mumchilar's chest. She'll get a swing at it. She's blocked. There's the first Hawkeye block. Varez and Whittingstall, 4-3 Iowa.
This is what you have to do if you're Iowa. Keep forcing Michigan to be out of system. Play good defense. Just keep running up the points.
Downref is warning Coach Kelsey that her team's shifting early. Schneider, bad pass. Bumped up in the air. Iowa will get a free ball. Warden, Amaral, Whittingstall out of the middle scores. 5-3 Iowa.
That's 6 kills for Whittingstall to even with Warden at 6 as well. It's great to see her fired up tonight on that one ball.
I believe you coached this here. This was what you said needed to happen. Take advantage of a service error. 5-3. Another not great pass out of Schneider. Duzema, dug up by Warden. Amaral, Van Zant. Dug up by Staniszewska. Staniszewska out of the back, off the tape. Oh, catches the line. Tough break for Iowa.
At the Stojanovic middle left back there. I think she was hoping that ball was going to land out.
5-4.
If Moisio was in there, I think she would have gotten that ball up for sure.
Mumchilar to serve. Good serve, good drop. Varez from the right. That ball was touched out. 6-4 Iowa. Varez up to 6 now.
And we're seeing more of a balanced offense already than what we saw last weekend. We saw, Varez and Van Zant kind of leading the team with kills, and so it's good to see more hitters with more kills tonight.
Marquardt. Boy, that was chopped over by Kulig. Back to the Michigan State side. Schneider steps in, tight ball. And that's a good swing there from Staniszewska. She just fired it off the block. Didn't really have many options there, but she used the one she had well.
Yeah, not many options as a hitter, but not many options when you're a blocker either. You got to just keep your hands as over the net as you can, as pressed as you can, and hope it lands in. But, yeah, Staniszewska just using Iowa's block.
Staniszewska, 7 kills, 7 digs already. Marquardt, Amaral tips it over. Amaral tips it over again. Long with the dig. Clayton steps in. Duzema from the right. She's blocked. Tried to power tip it through Van Zant. And Iowa doesn't necessarily have a great block. That one probably isn't going to work, especially on Charday very often. She's just got that really good hang time there.
She does, and she was pressed back into the court too, so Duzema couldn't even use her block either.
Van Zant, good drop. Mumchilar. Staniszewska high off the block, and there's Moisio. Amaral back outside to Warden, and she's blocked. Duzema and Way. Block number 5 for Michigan State, 7-6 Iowa.
Warden a little ahead of that ball. She took her swing a little bit behind her head. It makes it hard to get a powerful swing and to see the block too.
Bolton now to serve. Good soft serve there. Marquardt, though, good pass. Amaral, Warden, high off hands this time. And boy, that was the powerful one. Bounces over Mumchilar, and she wasn't able to chase it down. 8-6 Iowa.
And this is the level of play that you have to maintain throughout the set. You give Michigan State a point, but then you have to score 2 or 3.
Boy, and Hannah Whittingstall blasts it 6 feet long. Iowa 6 service errors to no aces. Staniszewska to the back row, she'll serve. Sends a floater over this time. Warden, funny hands. Back row from Van Zandt. Good swing, but Staniszewska again on the dig. Mumchilar, no approach, dug by Warden. Amaral pushes, lost the joust, and then got called for a carry. Tied at 8.
You don't often see setters lose that joust, but she was a little outnumbered on the net there. Michigan State had 2 players to her single block.
Say she lost the joust to 4 hands,
right.
So that's not entirely her fault. Staniszewska knocks it over. Warden, good ball. Slide to Stojanovic, blew up Snyder. Sashka's first swing is also her first kill, 9-8 Iowa.
I was going to say, we haven't seen much out of Stojanovic in the middle, but just seems to be that they were out of system a bit more in that first set when she was in the front row versus when Whittingstall was up there.
See if Iowa can try to build a lead here. Amaral sends a drop over at Staniszewska. Great pass. And Iowa is able to actually just get it over. Way puts the swing off the block, bounces over Moisio to try to describe that long with a beautiful tip to the 4 position. And Iowa with a diving play was able to rattle it around and just got it over the net.
Yeah, it was really good defense on Iowa's side. Yeah, just like you said, get that ball over the net was great. And then as a result, Michigan State was in system really fast.
What?
1 kill. Moisio just max jump but couldn't get a hand on it. A deep 5.
What you see with the good teams is they make a team win points multiple times. Great teams make you win it 3 or 4 times. Snyder now to serve, tied at 9. Diving play from Warden. All the way across to Varez on the right. Good tip, but dug up by Mumchilar. A lot of traffic. Staniszewska from the back. She tips. Warden, not great contact, but it works out. Varez rolls. Diving play from Mumchilar. Staniszewska from the back again. Great dig from Moisio. Back row from Van Zandt. Great dig from Schneider. Little collision. It's just going to get knocked over from Michigan State. Moisio. Amaral. Stojanovic out of the middle. Great hustle there from Schneider. Coach Kelsey catches her. And Iowa wins a good long scramble point. It's 10-9.
Really good defense on both sides there. And lots of powerful swings, but both liberos doing an amazing job tonight.
Warden, soft serve. Snyder, good play. Back row, Staniszewska. Sashka didn't press and drug it down with her on the Iowa side, tied at 10.
Just need a little more patience there when you have a back row attacker. Can't be too early on that block or you're going to eat it on the way down just like she did.
Long now to serve. Catches the back line. Iowa trying to dive out of the way at the last second. Coach Yale thought that was out. He can't convince Coach Barnes it was, though. Second ace serve for Michigan State, and they take the lead 11-10. Coach Yale's mad. I think he wanted a challenge. Van Zandt, okay pass. Amaral right side to Varez. Problem is that took a long time to develop. Block got set up and knocked it right back off Carmel, 12-10.
That block was set and closed, and that the set from Amaral just pushed her out just a little bit, so she couldn't hit line. The only angle she had was cross, and Michigan State was taking up every part of cross on that block.
12-10, serve goes in the net. That helps out Iowa a little bit. Ends the 3-0 Michigan State run, 12-11. Whittingstall back to the front row. Sashka Stojanovic to serve for the Hawks. Couple kills for her on 2 swings that time. That was good. Good serve from Sashka Mumchilar, good pass. And Kulig powers it home, 13-11.
Yeah, her 4th kill. No errors for her. She's Michigan State's middles.
Good news, it's taken her 5 swings now, though. She was perfect before. Mumchilar to serve. Tough pass there from Warden, and Iowa just knocks it over. Duzema takes first contact. It is not a good one. That is back row setter. Thank you.
A little bit of a late call.
So 13-12. We'll see if Coach Kelsey.
The ref telling, the up ref telling Michigan State setter, it was a touch, I promise.
Coach Kelsey was wondering if she wanted to challenge that, decides better of it. Marquardt sends a floater over. Another tight play, long pushed it behind her to Duzema. I'm not sure that got over either. Back row from Mumchilar off the block. Good dig from Moisio. Amaral back out to Van Zant. Boy, and that was perfect. Kulig was coming in late. Iowa took advantage. Van Zant with the kill, tied at 13.
That's when having such an offensive setter makes Kulig second guess whether Amaral is going to take a swing on that. Leaves Van Zant one-on-one.
Jamie serves it right down the line. Got it into Mumchilar's chest. Stanishevska from the left. High off the block. Marquardt's there easy. Amaral slide to Whittingstall. It was low. Worked like a charm, though. Fired it off Schneider, and Iowa retakes the lead 14-13.
It was low, but the only advantage of that is Whittingstall has a quick approach, and she can attack on that ball. Catches the block late, so you have more of an open net.
Marquardt to serve again for the Hawks. Comes right back to Mumchilar. Another bad pass. Stanishevska chases it down, and that ball is tight. Duzem a good tip, though. Uses Amaral. Moisio. Van Zant with a double setup on her. Diving play, and Mumchilar kind of flinched and doesn't get the dig. Van Zant with the kill, 15-13. Coach Kelsey wanted to call timeout, doesn't need to as she gets the media timeout. 15-13 Iowa, 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. We were talking about it there at the break. This is the Iowa's had some bad breaks in conference play, and then they've had some bad play in conference play. This is the energy level and the effort level that you have to consistently bring if you're going to turn those 5-set losses into wins.
Definitely, and especially after breaks like this, you get a timeout, you get a challenge. These have to be effort right off the bat coming out of these breaks.
Yeah, you almost have to take this as an insult that, hey, we had our momentum broken. Let's go solve it again. Marquardt to serve, 15-13, right down the line. Mumchilar, tight ball. That ball's dug by Moisio, but back to the Michigan State side. Schneider steps in, long, back out. Stanishevska through the block, diving play from Marquardt. Amaral outside to Van Zant, goes high off hands, dug by Mumchilar. That's a tough play there. Whittingstall takes it. Tight ball to Amaral. Van Zant down the line, but misses. Oh, what a killer. She had one-on-one. She missed, and there was nothing pretty about what Michigan State did there and got away with it.
No, and you could hear the crowd go, oh, Michigan State setter had what would have been a double in old rules, but she was trying to push it out and just hit her hands.
It rolls right off the top of her fingers.
Yeah, send a free ball over, and yeah, tough error there from Van Zant.
Clayton now to serve, 15-14 Iowa. Right down the line, Marquardt, good ball. Amaral, Van Zant. Goes off hands. Mumchilar's there again. Staniszewska, boy, power tip with, I'm not sure where Whittingstall was, but she was rooted in the middle of the floor.
She was, and Van Zant was playing really wide on the court there, which is interesting. It creates an even bigger hole in the middle of the court on Iowa's side.
Tied at 15 after the media timeout. Clayton knocks it off the tape. Marquardt, good diving play. Amaral throws it over, back to the Iowa side. Warden, Amaral, Van Zant. And that's, again, the aggressive setter. Amaral gets way to jump with her, leaves Van Zant one-on-one. She takes advantage and scores, 16-15.
And Amaral sending that ball out to Van Zant with such fast tempo. She's one-on-one, and that middle is nowhere to be found.
Van Zant, good serve. Mumchilar, good pass. Middle attack, Way. Boy, she hasn't been powerful, but she's got a couple kills now as that one rattles off the block and falls in the campfire, 16-all.
Yeah, and right now that middle of the court, that campfire, is a problem area on Iowa's side. Need to find a way to start getting those balls up and do something with it in transition.
Bolton now to serve. Marquardt, good ball to Amaral. Warden. Bolton just kind of whiffed. I think she'd like that one back and misjudged where it was. Warden with the kill. She's up to 8 now, 17-16 Iowa.
Really smart shot by Warden. She kind of used her high snap on that ball. It wasn't necessarily a power swing, but it was snap to that deep zone 5.
Whittingstall knocks the serve over. Schneider, good pass. Long outside. Staniszewska finds the corner. She has been unstoppable. 10 kills on 22 swings. And she is back to serve now. Normally I think that's a good thing, but she's killed it from the back row as well.
I was going to say she's doing well back there. 7 digs.
Sends the floater over again. Good pass. Amaral, back row for Van Zant, has to tip and comes back to the Iowa side. Marquardt takes it. Amaral rips, scores, just catches the far line. First one for Claire. She's had a block go up with her a couple times, but she gets the kill this time. 18-17 Iowa. Marquardt leaves Varez in.
And after selling a few of those in transition with Amaral really pumping her arms, it was good to see her take a swing on that one. The block wasn't ready.
Amaral sends it over. Staniszewska, good pass. Way off the block. Amaral gets there. Varez tips it over. Back to the Iowa side. Warden, tight ball to Amaral. Right side to Varez. Good tip, but dug up by Long. Mumchilar sends it over the inline. No touch called. Iowa wins a good scramble there, 19-17.
Started with an amazing effort play by Amaral. Looked like that ball was going to go into the front row of the crowd, but Amaral made a last-minute diving one-handed save to keep it alive.
And fought her way back to put up a good set after that. Amaral now knocks the serve over. Good short serve. Bad pass from Staniszewska. Mumchilar from the left. Unfortunately, the Hawkeye block doesn't press again. They're there. They're in the right spot. Just drag it down on their own side.
Just another unlucky touch on Stojanovich's way down from the net, off her hand.
19-18 Iowa lead. Schneider to serve. Good strong serve. Van Zant, not a good pass. Tough ball here. Iowa just going to have to knock it across. Long. Back row. Misses wide. Boy, that's... I mean, I know Staniszewska's been good, but that's an interesting choice in system with everything running well. Hawks by 2, 20-18.
Sometimes a setter just wants to keep going to her hot hitter.
Bolton, great pass to Long. Mumchilar catches the back line. But see, that just seems so easy on the last play.
Right.
20-19. Bolton leaves. Duzema back in. Long to the service line. We are going to get a flurry of timeouts here late in this set. Both teams have both. Long fires it over. Van Zant, good ball to Amaral. Middle attack, Stojanovic.
There she is. Her third kill, but that one meant something.
That was the most fun I think she's had on one. Timeout, Michigan State. Iowa leads 21-19, 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listen. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
21-19 back here at Extreme Arena. Michigan State took the first 25-22. Iowa leading here in the second. John Evans, Reagan Coyle. Iowa hitting 290 in this set, holding Michigan State to 194. Iowa found a couple blocks here finally. Still haven't found that elusive first service ace. If I remember correctly, in East Lansing, Iowa didn't get their first ace until the third set there either. But one now would be good.
It would be great. Yeah, Michigan State's service line is really solid tonight, and they're kind of heating up offensively too. Their outside hitters finding more space on Iowa's side, but yeah, it's going to be important to have a good aggressive serve here and try to get them out of system.
Stojanovic to serve for the Hawks. She does put up a good serve, and it catches the back line. She split Mumchilar and Stanishevska.
You called it there.
I said it was a good time for one.
You said it was.
And that's serve a seam. Make them make choices. I know it sounds so simple, but goes right back to Mumchilar. Bad-ish pass. Dug up by Iowa. But Whittingstall was coming forward, and it needed to stay where she was, but I mean, she's supposed to transition. It just didn't work out right. 22-20.
Yeah, that's a tricky ball when you're a middle. You're not exactly tracking the ball through that play, especially with that dig happening so fast. She was just trying to get transitioned off the net quickly.
Mumchilar pops it over at Warden. Van Zant from the left, dug by Mumchilar. Good ball, high part of the floor. Stanishevska tips, and boy, you could draw a circle in the middle of the floor, and Iowa is not covering it.
Right. Like I said, that campfire middle of the court, it's been a problem, and everyone's hesitating to go to that ball. You need to have somebody take charge, and it shouldn't be that easy to score a point.
Give me 3 people going to get it instead of no people going to get it.
Exactly. Good point.
60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle. The set just got tighter, 22-21. Iowa still leads. But now need a side out on Bianca Mumchilar's serve. How often do you see this? Mumchilar leads the team with 8 digs. Stanishevska 7, Long with 7. Libero Leah Schneider with 4. Mumchilar knocks the serve at Moisio. Amaral pushes it behind her to Varez. And Varez tried to go sharp cross, missed wide. We're tied at 22.
I suppose those numbers means that the Michigan State's block is doing a really good job of taking up cross. So Libero doesn't have much to dig.
Mumchilar Warden uses hands. Amaral goes back to Varez as she goes off the block and scores. 23-22. You've seen the Michael Jordan meme where I took that personally. That looked like Carmel's swing there, and her attitude after the kill kind of looked like that.
I like it. I like the powerful swing, especially in this crucial time in the set here.
23-22. Iowa needs an extra one. Marquardt, Mumchilar, not a great pass, all the way across to Staniszewska. And boy, if I'm scouting Iowa, that is one thing I'm doing is I am pushing the ball across the court because there will be a lane to hit through.
For sure. And, you know, Amaral has to know that ball is out of system. Long is off the net, about 12 feet. She has to move that block in. It's really hard to swing an out-of-system ball down the line. That block has to be in and taking up that cross.
Clayton now tied at 23. Warden off the net to Amaral. Low ball to Van Zant. Long with a good dig. Staniszewska rolls it. Van Zant in the right place. Amaral off the block and scores. Iowa will have their first set point. 24-23.
You got to capitalize on this point too. You can't keep Michigan State in this set.
To your point on the block, the other thing about it was not only was Long 10 or 12 feet off the net, she was blocking the entire right side lane. So there was no opportunity for the right side hitter to come through. The ball only had one place to go. So if you're the middle, you can then start to cheat. To your point, if Amaral can cheat, then you can get that block closed in on a ball that doesn't get out there, and instead, you know, Iowa leaves a lane because Amaral's out and the middle's late because they're not reading what's happening.
Right, and since Long was off the net, you know, she's way over here on the other side of the court. That ball has a long ways to travel, and especially out of system. So the block has a lot of time to set up. That middle has time to close. Amaral has to bring her block in. And that block should be sealed 100%, no question, especially in an out-of-system ball like that.
Yeah, and if a team can then chop it down the line, you just kind of cap tip to them and go, hey, good
Right, that's a very difficult swing.
Good job for you to make that swing on that circumstance because you're angled differently. The ball's coming from a different angle behind you. And so to get that there. But that's again, we've talked a lot about the little things. How do you get over, you know, this is a huge little thing right now. It's 24-23. Iowa needs this point. They've got to stop digging giant holes for themselves, and they need it for their own mental well-being.
Yeah, now is the best time here out of this timeout. A good aggressive serve, get Michigan State out of system, put up a good block.
Let's get a Sade Van Zant ace and let you get honored at between sets as a letter winner here for Iowa volleyball. Van Zant to serve. Good serve, Mumchilar, perfect pass. Staniszewska, dug by Moisio. Amaral, back row, Van Zant hits it in the net. Tried to hit a changeup, took too much off of it.
That's too bad because that was a really great dig by Moisio. It's a really powerful swing by Staniszewska and Michigan State, and tough error for Iowa to keep Michigan State in it.
Bolton back to serve. The crowd is trying so hard. It's a great crowd tonight. You just hear them kind of, serve goes into the net. Hawks catch a break.
Iowa unsure who their next server is.
Well, no, they were sure. Whittingstall thought Iowa won the set. Whittingstall was running around the up ref. Instead, Moisio will serve.
She's covering her face on the bench there.
Set point number 2. Floater comes at Bolton. Decent pass. Staniszewska tipped. Warden's there. She has to hustle back. She gets a swing. Rolls it to the corner. Bolton. Schneider. Tight ball. Blocked off hands. There. All right, so that's exactly what you just asked for. Amaral comes in. Ball goes off her outside hand on a great swing from Staniszewska.
Yeah, you got to have it. Got to give it to them. Just using hands there at the smart swing, but started with a good pickup by Warden. She was off blocker defense, making sure that Michigan State was not going to get a kill in the donut again.
Tied at 25. Staniszewska sends it at Marquardt. Amaral slide to Stojanovic. Good block out of bounds. Hawks get the point. Michigan State begging for something over here on the bench, but
I think they're wanting.
I think Stojanovic touched it again, or somebody touched it again. Sasha's saying no.
No, wagging her finger.
It's and actually Mumchular just kind of went the gritted teeth, no.
Don't do it.
Third set point on the hand of Claire Emerald. Sends it over. Catches the line, you betcha! A serve! Hawks win set 2, 27-25.
Such a gentle float serve, and it looked like it was going to go out, and it just dropped at the last second and painted the end line. That was a beautiful serve.
That was as close as you can get, both in score and in serve. We're tied a set apiece. This is Hawkeye Volleyball. Two minutes, maybe a little more. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Coach Ferentz. We're excited about the football season. Iowa Corn is pumped up for their season and their partnership with the Hawkeyes. When you drive to the game, support Iowa's corn farmers by selecting unleaded 88 at the pump. It's a fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet. It's worth the hype. Get pumped up with unleaded 88. Let's go Hawks.
John Evans back here at Extreme Arena. I probably should have gave you an extra minute, as I mentioned. Iowa honoring letter winners. Reagan Coyle disappeared on me, although I see her walking back now. Hawkeye Volleyball brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Iowa hits 256 in the set. Michigan State actually hit 263. But Iowa comes up with 2 service aces in the set, late in the set as well. And so those two aces proved to be fairly critical there for Iowa. And Iowa now kind of getting everybody going. We talked about there had been good balance. You know, you have 8 from Melissa Warden, 7 from Sharday Van Zant, 7 from Hannah Whittingstall, 7 from Carmel Varez. You had Sasha Stojanovic sitting at 0-0 for a long time. She's now at 4 kills on 4 swings. She's trying to match Zuzana Kulig, but a really good run and key for Iowa to find that balance in all of the hitters scoring.
For sure, and I think we talked about this a lot last weekend, but the middles were really struggling to kind of get going. We'd see a few good moments here and there, but just had a really tough time kind of creating a balanced offense from everyone in the front row on Iowa's side. And that's what we've seen tonight, and that's what's going to be crucial in really staying on top of Michigan State and taking this to however long it needs to go for Iowa to win, you know.
Iowa, more kills, 35-27. Unfortunately, they also have 7 more errors. But assists, 32-25 Iowa. Iowa has a couple more service errors. They've now evened the ace battle. Iowa with 1 more dig. It's 32-31. Michigan State still out blocking Iowa 6-2. But you can at least see now why Iowa was able to battle back there in set 2 after taking a lead, falling behind, able to come ahead and finish up the set. Again, you hit 256 in the set, 238 in the match, and you're getting good balance. You're giving everybody an opportunity. You know, you'd like to see Charday and Carmel clean it just a bit. Reagan getting pulled away for some letter winner duties. Karolina Staniszewska leads everyone. She's got 13 kills, just one hitting error. She's hitting .414, give her 7 digs as well. But I was mentioning there, you know, you really want to see Charday and Carmel clean it up a little bit. You know, if they can just, you know, 7 kills each for them, but also 5 errors. So if they can just find a way to maybe clean that up just a bit.
Right. So you're going to have a few errors. You know, as outsides, you're going to get a lot of those garbage balls that you got to try to do something with, and you're not going to get a kill every time. But like you said, they can clean it up a little bit and, you know, add a few more kills in their columns.
Alyssa Warden's helped out a ton tonight. She's hitting .375, give her 8 kills and 7 digs. And then again, Hannah Whittingstall hitting .500 out of the middle, 7 kills on 12 attempts. Sasha Stojanovic, she's batting 1,000. She's 4 kills, 4 swings. So you've got 11 kills out of the Iowa middles, which hopefully then gives Charday some easier openings, gives Carmel some easier openings and a chance to succeed there. Malaya Long will start set 3. Moisio, overpass. Susanna Kulik got excited.
She saw that. She thought it was going to be a kill for her, but she got a piece of the net on her arm swing there.
That was an aggressive swing attempt on a ball that never made it over the net. Sasha Stojanovic, good serve. Long chases it down, tipped over. Varez is there. Amaral fights through. Van Zant, dug by Schneider. Good dig from Stojanovic. Van Zant off the block. Good dig from Staniszewska. Mumchilar will just tip it over. Uses Amaral. Stojanovic to Varez. Good sharp cross. Dug by Long. Schneider. Mumchilar. Blocked. Whittingstall and Varez get the block.
That was a great setup on the block. Whittingstall was able to close to Varez and just really seal that block.
Iowa hasn't had an answer for Staniszewska. They have had one for Mumchilar. Stojanovic sends it over again. Staniszewska with a good pass. Duzema dug by Amaral, but Stojanovic is not tall enough for the second contact. 2-1.
Amaral in a good spot on defense and right back, but just kind of caught her a little high.
Mumchilar sends the serve over at Warden to Amaral to Whittingstall. Another kill for a Hawkeye middle.
Whittingstall's 8th kill. Warden has 8. Van Zant with 7. Varez has 7. Just like to see that balanced offense keep going throughout this third set.
Taylor Holdham will come in. She'll play the back row for Mumchilar. Marquardt serves it at her. Not a great first pass. Staniszewska high off the hands. Boy, and that was Duzema who goes and just tips it over. Good ball set up right on top of the net. Duzema goes up and attacks it.
Yeah,
I don't actively root for or against many of the opposing players. I root for Holdham just because she has her and Rosa Vesti are like best friends from way back. And so,
that's awesome.
So there's some fun long story. We had a good chat up in East Lansing. Warden, good pass to Amaral, slide to Whittingstall. She has to tip. Good play from Way, gets it in the air. Staniszewska tips it. Warden diving play. Unfortunately, Van Zant just has to platform it at Holdham. Across to Staniszewska. She throws it off the block. Good play by Marquardt. Hawks tip it over again. Right side to Duzema. She sends it out. That's what happens when you make a team win a point 2 or 3 times.
Exactly. Really good, gritty defense on Iowa's side. A little scrappy, not so pretty at times, but they're keeping the ball alive nonetheless and making Michigan State work for their point.
I I'm just going to verify that Sharday Van Zandt is the correct server. 4-2 here in the third. We're tied at a set apiece. Sharday pops it over. Perfect pass. Back out to Staniszewska. She goes through the Iowa block hands. 4-3.
Emerald just a beat late on that. If I were her, I would not leave Staniszewska with as wide open as a net as that. With the night that she has had, she has
almost twice as many swings as everybody else on the team. So
I would be camped on her.
Yeah, good guess. She's going to touch the ball off the tape. Marquardt, great pass to Emerald. She takes a swing and whiffs, but it works.
David was able to scurry out of the way there. Michigan State's defense running it down.
Went off of Schneider. 5-3 Iowa. Claire's up to 4 now. And Mo Moisio will serve. She pops it right down the line. Schneider, good pass. Surprise, Staniszewska. She's got the 15 now.
Just such a powerful swing. And she loves that cross-court swing as well. Moisio got a piece of it, but just unable to bring it back into the court.
Staniszewska to serve. Pops it over. It's a good ball. Marquardt has to dive and get it. Amaral to Warden. Ooh, the block just goes wide. That was Long and Way that formed a solid wall, but just couldn't angle it correctly.
It was one of those blocks that really feels good when you get a piece of it, but Warden angled it just right so that way it landed out of bounds.
Warden up to 9. Amaral knocks the serve over. Good diving serve. Warden pushes it over. Didn't find the floor, though. Pushed over by Long. Van Zandt, great ball to Amaral. Middle attack. Stojanovic is 5 for 5.
That one ball is so efficient for Iowa's middles because Amaral goes to jump set that ball. And even though she might not take a swing on it, that middle is jumping with Amaral every time, leaving the middle one-on-one.
Claire needs a ball. Amaral laughing about it. She comes forward, pops it over. Staniszewska, good pass. Mumchular off hands, ricochets over Amaral's head. 7-5. Schneider back to serve again. Good pass from Moisio. Right side Warden through the block and scores. Kulig late to close there.
That little seam there for Warden to hit through, and she found it. Got a piece of the block.
Alyssa up to 10. Her first start in, I'd guess, a month or so. Serve comes over from Alyssa. Tight ball, Long. Good ball outside. Mumchular dug by Moisio. Amaral tracks it down, gives it out to Van Zandt. She goes down the line and catches it. 9-5 Iowa.
And the entire Iowa bench yells in. They could see that from all the way over here. It's a really good changeup by Van Zandt going right down the line.
And she's up to 8 now. Warden knocks it over again. Schneider steps in to take it. Good pass to Long. Back rows tipped over. Dug by Moisio. Amaral right side to Varez. Super sharp cross is dug up by Bolton. Moisio steps in. Platforms it. Tight ball to Varez. Dug up by Long. Good play there. Blocked, but it's up. Pushed over by Schneider. Warden's there. Amaral, right side to Varez. Tight ball off of Kulig's head. It's 10-5 Iowa.
I love that Amaral kept going back to Varez, even though she wasn't scoring. Varez just gets a little angrier with each swing. And finally on that third one, she got her kill. But I love Amaral's choice. Just keep going back to her until she gets a kill.
Iowa out quick here in set 3. It's 10-5. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. It's 10-5 Iowa here in set 3. We're tied at a set apiece. You were studying the stats. What'd you see?
I like Iowa's hitting percentage right now, hitting .533. Offense doing a really good job of just swinging away. Michigan State's block, just kind of lots of seams that we've been finding, and I love that they're swinging with no fear. Our balanced offense.
Moisio with 12 digs for the Hawks already. Warden to serve, right down the line. Schneider dives for it late, fires it into the front row crowd, and that's how you come out of a timeout with an ace serve, 11-5.
Exactly. Just keep the momentum going, keep it on your side.
Warden, good drop serve. Stanishevska's there. Mumchular blocked! Stojanovic and Varez.
This is what it's going to take to beat a Michigan State team handily. Don't let them stay in it. Stay on your game. Keep the foot on the gas.
Warden, good serve at Bolton. Mumchular. I'm sorry, that's Hold'em now. She's blocked again. Stojanovic and Varez.
Just a roof block over here on this side of the court. Nothing's getting past Varez and Stojanovic.
Warden, bad pass again. Hold'em again. She tips this time. Van Zant. Emerald. Varez throws it. Dug by Schneider, but into the antenna. It's 14-5 Iowa.
Really good pickup by Van Zant in the middle of the court there. I like how they made that adjustment. They're not going to allow Michigan State to score in the campfire anymore.
Iowa with the touchdown. They'll bring Duzema back in. Bolton leaves. Guess to give another back row option besides Stanishevska. Warden, strong serve. Stanishevska tight balled along. Duzema dug up. Emerald. Van Zant tips. Tests Duzema. Good play. Hold'em off the hands and scores.
Really good run by Warden. I love her serve. She is starting her serve approach as the up ref just kind of blowing his whistle. It's really catching Michigan State off balance on the service line.
Long now to serve for Michigan State. We saw Michigan State have a 7-0 run in the first. Iowa responded. Back row for Warden, who two-handed push is never pretty. Long, middle attack. Dug up Iowa. Good hands by Varez. Middle again. Dug by Emerald. Moisio's there. She gives a good ball to Varez. High hands. Dug up. Stanishevska. Right side Duzema. Off the hands. Boy, that's the one right there.
Yes.
Varez sees it, but her feet are stuck, and it takes that extra beat to move.
Yeah, we saw it on the other side with Van Zant coming in and playing that off-blocker defense. It has to be the same for Varez on the right side. She's got to match that energy that Charday is putting in on defense right now.
14-7 Long goes at Moisio. Emerald, right side to Varez. I'm confused. David called that in on the block. And
I guess it was maybe on the Michigan State side, but it looked very much on the Iowa side.
15-7. Nobody complains on the Michigan State side. Hold'em, good ball. Middle attack. Blocked, but Iowa can't quite see it. Ball sat on the net for a long time. Kulig with another kill. 15-8.
You're going to have those unlucky points and unlucky touches during the set, but when you have a lead like 15-8, you can live with it a little bit better.
Hold'em now to serve. Knocks it over at Moisio. Good ball to Amaral. Right side again to Varez. High off hand. Schneider, easy ball. Right side, Stanishevska's blocked, but good cover of herself. She'll get another try. Has to go sharp. Varez gets it, but nobody's home. Iowa gets the ball in the air. Moisio, Amaral dumps it and scores. That was beautiful. In a massive scramble.
Really good hustle by Moisio. Van Zant came over and played that off-blocker defense ball, which is great. Amaral sets it back out to her, but she was not there, so Moisio runs it down, just gets it over the net. Really good heads-up play.
16-8, Marquardt to serve. Good strong serve. Good pass from Stanishevska. She'll get a rip. Dug by Marquardt. That ball is Oh. Michigan State was aggressively trying to touch it. If they would have gotten it first, that would have been a mistake on their part, because as the ball stays on Iowa's side, it's 4 contacts, 16-9.
Yeah, great run down by Iowa's defense, but Moisio just sent it back behind her a little too tight to the net.
Kulig now to serve. Warden, great pass to Emerald, slide to Whittingstall. No touch called, 16-10.
I like the line look by Whittingstall, but she's most effective when she takes that ball and just goes hard cross.
Rips back on it.
Yeah.
Here. Kulig now to serve. Warden, bad pass. Marquardt, good hands. Warden from the back row. That ball is a dirty kill. Is that way? I guess you use a middle there. That's the beauty, is Kulig shanks off her. 17-10.
And Iowa hasn't been super productive from the back row attack. The few sets that we have seen, Van Zandt and Warden aren't quite ready for it, so be one thing to add into the offense here to get those rolling.
Van Zandt on the overpass. Whittingstall. Iowa gets it over on the clear. Emerald kick save. Dumped over, and Iowa's got a chance. Iowa has a question about the back row setter when Long tipped it over on an attack. No, he just says she was below the plane of the net. 17-11. Bolton. Moisio, good ball. Emerald, slide to Whittingstall. There she goes. Went back down the line again. Got that one with better snap. 18-11.
Able to sneak it past the block on the Michigan State side. It's kill number 9 for Whittingstall.
Mo floats it over. Bolton, easy play. That one slammed over, and Iowa gets it back over. Diving play from Hold'em. Stanishevska will just have to knock it to the Iowa side. Marquardt, Emerald, Warden. Dug by Schneider. Back row for Hold'em. Dug by Marquardt. Emerald tips. Dug by Bolton. Stanishevska. Boy, Iowa had the triple set up on her. She's just been so good tonight.
That ball all the way out to the antenna from Long for Stanishevska. She just is able to sneak it past, and high snap just painted the end line here on the one zone.
18-12. Stanishevska with 17. She serves. Moisio, Emerald. Back row to Van Zandt, but Schneider's there. Hold'em. Rolls it. Catches the line. That was Claire Emerald served in the second set right there. The ball just floated, twisted, dove, and caught the line. 18-13.
It's a really great back row attack by Van Zandt. Caused Michigan State to be out of system. But as a middle back player, you got to run that ball down. You got to follow it to the line a little closer to that.
Oh, and then Iowa gets that. You're going to need a timeout here, Iowa, just to stop it. Stanishevska hits the tape, bleeds it over. 18-14, Iowa still in charge of the set, but it's dicier than it felt a little while ago. We'll take 60 seconds. Iowa by 4 in set 3. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. A 3-0 run from Michigan State has made it 18-14. We're tied at a set apiece.
And it talks about, you're going to get unlucky breaks, and, it's okay if Michigan State gets a point here or there on that. But right now, they're really earning their points, and they're making Iowa work for their points. more than they were at the beginning of the set. So
you set
gotta be careful here.
You set a point here or there. A point here and there
right.
starts to become a problem, though. 18-14. Staniszewska fires it over again. Marquardt, bad pass. Van Zandt steps in, puts a good ball out to Warden, who scores. Boy, Alyssa has been fantastic tonight. Again, for somebody that hasn't played a whole lot lately, to come on strong here, especially in the front row, giving Iowa a much-needed spark.
Yeah, for sure. And that was a really good swing. Being so out of system off the court there, she was able to handle that really well.
Hold'em dug by Moisio, chased down by Amaral. Warden again out of system. Unfortunately, the chop goes wide that time, 19-15. Just her third hitting error, though. She's working her way toward a double-double.
She puts her finger up in the huddle, and she goes, my bad.
Schneider to serve, finds a happy spot, comes forward. Good drop serve there. Amaral pushes it right side to Warden. Good sharp cross, dug up by Bolton. Back row, Staniszewska dug up, back to the Michigan State side. Schneider outside, Hold'em tips, slam back down. Staniszewska tips from the back, Warden's there. Amaral, Varez on the left, tips, uses Bolton. Hold'em off the line, Amaral's there. Stojanovic, Moisio, good tip. Bolton, Kulig tips, and Iowa can't get there. I don't know how many times I can say that and not
off blocker defense, it's got to be there.
Not use the head explode emoji. 19-16. Iowa not ready for serve receive. Iowa's going to serve receive with two, and it's going to be Van Zandt and Warden. That's an interesting mix. Moisio. Knocked over at Moisio. Amaral. Stojanovic out of the middle. There we go. Huge point for the Hawks, 20-16.
Yeah, and they're going to do that Warden Varez switch right away, so that way they can get Warden on the outside, just for a different look, I think. But otherwise, if they pass three, they got to run on the back of the court versus the front. So yeah, interesting look either way.
Yeah, you're trying to create less traffic and give your hitter options. Warden goes right down the line. Schneider pass off the net. Hold'em off the block and scores. Block was set that time. It just went off of Varez, either through her hands or off her outside hand. I couldn't tell for sure.
Yeah, just off her right hand, just caught her high hand, so not much you can do as a blocker.
Long to serve. Moisio, Amaral behind her to Varez. Oh boy. Carmel Varez, she's up to 11. 21-17.
Found some space in the seam of that Michigan State block. Powerful swing by Varez to end that rally.
Sashka Stojanovic to serve. Good strong serve there. Catches the back line. Ace number 4 for the Hawks. 22-17. Timeout, Michigan State.
These aces in the last few points of each set are crucial for Iowa, and it just creates such a buzz and momentum on your side of the net when you're trying to score these last few points and really end on a high note.
Well, and you and I have been around together for a couple of years now, and one of the things that you've unfortunately seen is in the last 7 points of sets, Iowa hasn't won a lot of those races. And so, I mean, it's big to see, for confidence, for the thing to say, hey, we can do this, to get those clutch points, those crucial points to come through.
Right, and let's do it with an exclamation point versus a question mark.
Yeah.
Right. They've been ending some of these sets like, I don't know if we should be in it. I don't know if we can do it. They've really kind of carried this set in a way that is with confidence and, exclamation mark, we should be winning this set. We should be winning this match.
Yeah, the strut is a whole lot better than the limp.
Right.
Warden has 12 for the Hawks. Varez up for 11. And as I was talking about, she was hitting under 100 coming into the set. She's up to 214 now. Chardet's still struggling around the 100 mark, but you've got Whittingstall, who's up at 432. You've got Sashka, who they haven't stopped yet when Iowa's been able to get the ball to her. She's got a couple aces. She's got a dig. She's got a couple blocks. She tried really hard for an assist or two. She got robbed out of those. Otherwise, she would have the full stat line. Iowa hitting 412 this set, holding Michigan State to 250. And Iowa now actually winning the ace war. It's 4-3 Iowa. Stojanovic goes again. Another bad pass, another ace. That's how you come out of a timeout. 23-17.
100%. Another ace for Stojanovic. And yeah, Michigan State just does not have an answer for her.
When she gets up high and kind of flattens that out, just like that. Another overpass. Van Zandt takes it. Amaral, Whittingstall off the tape is a little unlucky. Behind Hold'em though. Stojanovic with the dig. Amaral. Fares. Catch it. Catch it. Brian Yale with the catch. Set point. Set point. Set point Hawks. Mo Moisio working the crowd.
And everybody standing up.
Stojanovic. Another tight ball. Rolled over. Oh, Amaral stole it from Warden. Alyssa's in the right spot. Claire, can't blame the hustle. I said it earlier. I'll take two people going for it and making a mistake than nobody going for it and watching it hit the floor.
Exactly.
Hold them to serve. It's 24-18 Iowa. Off the tape, Amaral, beautiful play. Moisio, Van Zandt, long. Whittingstall off Snyder, chased down by Duzema. Knocked over, Iowa will get an in-system run. Amaral, not a great set to Vares, works out long, all the way across. Staniszewska, boy, that was a good swing again. She took a little something off that one, found the spot. 24-19.
Michigan State creeping back just a little bit, but Iowa has somewhat still of a comfortable-ish lead. Just 1 point is all they need here.
Not worried yet. Good serve there. Tight ball. Great save by Claire Amaral. Hannah Whittingstall finishes it up, and Iowa leads 2-1.
Whittingstall's 10th kill. Talk about an exclamation mark. That was a great one kill by Whittingstall. They gave Michigan State a few chances here in the late third, but really it was all Iowa.
Hawks push 3 into double figures now in the kill category. Vares, Warden, 12 apiece. Whittingstall with 10. We'll take 2 minutes. Iowa leads 2-1. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back at Extreme Arena. It's been a minute since I've said this. Iowa leads 2-1.
We'd love to see it. And let's not take this to a fifth set again like what happened in East Lansing.
Michigan State took the first, 25-22. Iowa responded with kind of a gritty, ugly 27-25 second set win, and then really controlled and dominated set 3, 25-19. Iowa hits 418 kills in set 3. And fantastic balance. Michigan State, on the other hand, is all Karolina Staniszewska, 18 kills, 42 swings. She has twice as many swings plus as anybody else on the Michigan State squad. Iowa, though, getting great balance. 12 from Vares, 12 from Warden, 10 from Whittingstall, 8 from Van Zandt. You can give Sashka Stojanovic 6. Heck, you can even give Claire 5. So, again, Iowa getting every pin production person right now.
And that's great. Great for Amaral as a setter. She knows that she can go to anyone on the court, and if somebody's struggling, she can find another hitter to go to. If somebody's hot, she can keep going to them and have confidence knowing that they're going to put the ball away. Like I mentioned before, when not everyone is contributing offensively, it's hard as a setter to keep forcing one player to take all the swings, sort of like what we're seeing on Michigan State's side.
Taylor Holdham's come in. She's done a nice job. Iowa kind of had Bianca Mumchilar's number, 16 swings. She had 5 kills and 4 errors. She did have 8 digs, though. She played a great back row. Holdham has 11 swings, 3 kills, 2 errors. She also has a dig. Malaya Long, the setter, has 34 assists and 11 digs. Double-double for her. Double-double for Staniszewska with 18 kills and 10 digs. Iowa doesn't have anybody there quite yet. Have a couple players that could get there here this set.
You'd love to see that for the individual player, but I'd like to see Iowa's offense stay how it is, nice and balanced.
Warden at Staniszewska. She rips it off the block, pops off of Vares. Might be the first time Michigan State scored the first point.
I think so. Might need a fact check on that.
No, we don't. It's our story. We can tell it any way we want. Leah Schneider to serve. Good, strong serve there. Amaral, good save. Vares tips. Staniszewska back to Holdham out of the back. Fires it off Amaral. And this is what you're going to see out of a good team. They are going to punch you now here early in the fourth set. It will be imperative Iowa responds early and quickly.
Right, it's not going to be an easy set, that's for sure.
Schneider again. Warden. Amaral off the net to Vares. She's blocked, but a good cover from Stojanovic. Van Zandt gets a swing. Good dig from Holdham. Holdham from the back row. Misses well wide. Again, that's the beauty of making them earn points. You can get a hitting error out of them.
A great cover play by Stojanovic, kind of mid-rally there. Normally you don't see a middle kind of down that low ready to take that ball, but she was there.
Stojanovic, good serve. Staniszewska, great pass. Kulig's dug by Amaral. Stojanovic wants that assist. Vares tries to swipe it off the block. Can't get it. Schneider. Not a great set to Staniszewska. She's blocked, but a great cover from Holdham. Staniszewska, again, not a good set. Two-hand push over Warden. Outside Van Zandt, off the block. Scores. We're tied at 2. Sashka can't catch a break on that assist.
She's really trying for it.
But that's, we've talked a little bit about volleyball IQ and things. Sashka's volleyball IQ is up there, and she's doing a lot of smart things. Good serve, bad pass. Staniszewska platforms it, hold him off the net. Dug up by Sashka. Van Zandt. Amaral tried the run through, and Van Zandt tried that roll shot to the line judge's feet that she's hit a couple times. That one sails out to the to donor row there, 3-2.
Donor row. Yeah, she just got underneath it a little bit instead of on top of that ball just to create some top spin. Instead it was underneath.
Long knocks the serve off the tape. Moisio, great ball to Amaral. Middle attack. Whittingstall catches the line. Long thought it was going to be a little wide. It was not. Hannah now up to 11.
Whittingstall so good with that crossbody swing. She's able to sneak past the block just a little bit, paint that sideline.
And Jamie Marquardt to serve for the Hawks. Good serve there, bad pass. Schneider shanks it into the scorers table. Iowa with the first lead of the fourth set, 4-3. Ace number 6 for Iowa.
I'd like to see it after the slow start that Iowa had at the service line.
I said early on, Iowa needed to be better serve receive, and they needed to be better blocking. They've certainly been better serve receive. Hold'em from the back row. Dug by Warden. Marquardt falls down, but gets it up in the air. Emerald knocks it over to Schneider. Long. And Kulig gets the kill out of the middle. She has been outstanding as well. That's her 9 for her on 15 swings to go with 3 blocks.
Very efficient there, one-on-one, as Van Zandt isn't able to go and close, but that's really tough when the middle is hitting such a fast tempo one ball.
Staniszewska goes at Marquardt. Emerald, short ball to Whittingstall. Hannah now with 12. The Hawks have 3 with 12.
A little bit lower of a set on that 6 ball, just right behind Emerald, but Whittingstall able to kind of get underneath it and just get a piece of Michigan State's block on their way down.
Van Zandt sends it over at Hold'em. Bad pass, another ace serve. Iowa able to take advantage now of, frankly, just poor Michigan State serve receive. 6-4 Iowa.
Really love the pressure that Iowa's bringing from the service line.
And to your point, they get back to the line quick. They're ready to go. They just don't really let them regroup. Schneider, better pass this time. Long, middle attack, blocked, covered by Schneider. Tight ball. Outside Hold'em behind her. Warden's there for the block. Net is jumpy. Warden goes down the line and scores, but I would not be surprised if we get a challenge here, but she doesn't really know. So 7-4 Iowa on the Warden kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got the net, but it was definitely
yeah,
jumpy.
Somebody
like
was
said.
there.
Somebody was there.
Van Zandt, bad pass from Hold'em again. Long, high ball across to Hold'em. Blocked. Ball's covered by Kulig, but then the problem was she couldn't touch it again. 8-4 Iowa. Timeout Michigan State. Well, we're having a little bit of fun now. Can we keep having fun?
Exactly. Yeah, great pressure from the service line right now. Offense doing a really good job of swinging away. Defense doing an amazing job, just getting lots of positive block touches at the net.
60 quick seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find your nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Reagan and I both trying to start a fire here. See, that's the thing. We mentioned 85 degrees over and over last Friday. I will take that all day, every day over being cold.
I agree. I think the players might disagree, but they might be outnumbered with the support staff and fans.
Van Zandt, good serve at Hold'em. Good pass this time. Right side to Duzema, high off the block. Moisio takes the handle. Emerald, slide to Whittingstall. Dug by Long, good ball. Chase down. Hold'em though, roll shot over. Marquardt, Emerald, Whittingstall. No touch, misses wide. She's missed a couple of those line swings. Again, that's kind of been her, that's when she gets inconsistent, that's the problem, is she's not blocked a ton, but she just misses. And
yeah,
so
and with those line swings, you have to have the ball set a little bit higher. It's got to hang a little bit so that way she can kind of get on top of it and hit it more down.
Clayton knocks it to Emerald. Tough break for Iowa. Marquardt diving play. Emerald back row to Van Zandt. Big swing, big rip. Moisio cover. Emerald. Warden push. Long. pushed over by Way. That's double contact, you bet.
You bet. I love that. He was quick to call that one. We've had a couple this night he didn't call, but he was immediate whistle on that. You bet.
Way tried to just, it really wasn't even like she was trying to bump set. It was almost like she expected a joust and then didn't get it. And so then that's made her hands shuffle. Moisio right down the line at Schneider. Another bad pass. Hold'em off the block, dug by Moisio. Amaral outside, Warden tips. What a roll shot, but Hold'em with one hand. Stanishevska, great ball to Duzema off the block. Van Zandt, Amaral, Warden block, and Iowa cannot cover, but it is out of bounds. Boy, I couldn't see by the standard, but Warden and Moisio must have just like matrixed around to not get hit by that ball, 10-5.
I don't know how Warden did that. She landed, and it came right where she landed on the court, too. So, yeah, she must have just snuck out of the way last minute.
Better pass from Schneider this time. Duzema.
Definitely got a piece of the antenna on the Michigan State swing.
Yeah, Duzema misses wide. She thinks she scored, but she hit the antenna. We're going to have a question here, though, as to when it hit the antenna. Did it hit on the Hawkeye dig attempt, or did it hit on the swing attempt?
On the swing.
All right, you say
I say swing.
You say swing. Up ref does not, David does not agree. And Coach Yale is wanting to challenge immediately. We're going to get some confirmation here from the down ref to Coach Barnes. And we'll see how this turns out. But there will be a challenge. And so.
Yeah, and Michigan State's not really arguing or showing any language the other way.
So the scoreboard has 10-6 Iowa. That's the right score. StatCast has 11-5. So hopefully StatCast ends up being right if you're a Hawkeye fan. As Duzema tried to go down the line, really did, kind of like we talked about. There was an Iowa swing earlier. I think it was Van Zandt when she missed wide. And really almost the same thing there for Duzema. There was no reason for her. The block was late. It was really kind of one-on-one, and she may have squeaked it in, and it may work. Nope, it's going to get reversed. So she hits the antenna.
Yeah.
So it is 11-5 Iowa here in the fourth. And Alyssa Warden's got that double-double now that we talked about. 14 kills, 12 digs for her.
Yeah, she's had an amazing night.
Moisio catches the whistle and goes. Diving play from Stanishevska. Duzema from the right. Sharp cross dug by Marquardt. Amaral outside. Warden. Oh, boy, good block there. Duzema with Way coming in late, 11-6.
That ball dropping a little bit inside for Warden. She is having a great night, so we're going to expect the Michigan State block to really be set up on her, and she didn't have much room to hit anything on that swing.
Bolton now to serve. Spins it, pops it over. Marquardt, tough pass. Amaral, good ball. Warden throws it to the corner, dug by Stanishevska. Outside to Hold'em. Off of the Amaral block, 11-7.
And Michigan State having to be creative with their kills right now. Their hitters, their pins are really struggling kind of getting past the Iowa block. So we're going to see lots of tool shots off the block and probably lots of tipping again.
Bolton, great pass. Van Zandt from the back. Stanishevska tried to get a hand on it as she dove through it to give Van Zandt the kill from the back row. That's a much better swing.
Yes. I guess that's maybe something they talked about to, tell Ward and tell Van Zandt, be ready for these back row attacks because they're coming. Our offense is doing a great job in the front row, but it's going to be crucial to just have that back row as an option.
Michigan State pulls their libero out of serve receive. Way fires it off Amaral.
Don't see that every day.
No, and that's probably the first time Michigan State's ran that swing with Cameron Way running the slide. But yeah, Schneider is struggling. To see her get pulled out of serve receive is pretty tough. 12-8. Taylor Hold'em now back to serve. and she sends it over the inline. Boy, that's the mistake Iowa has been making.
And Hold'em just kind of struggling tonight, serving and hitting.
She hasn't played a lot of front row. She was fantastic before the injury. Unfortunately, Alyssa Warden gives the service error right back. Yeah, Hold'em was just ridiculously good early in the season. Yeah, she's hitting 271, 4 kills a set. The injury really set her back. She's just now kind of getting going. Schneider serves it over at Warden. Good pass to Amaral. Stojanovic blocked but covered. Right side to Varez. Blocked but dug up by Hold'em. Stanishevska high off the block. Amaral. Oh, Iowa gets called for a lift. That's that one too. Amaral is there. She's in the right spot. Just couldn't get herself moving forward in time. 13-10. That is 20 for Stanishevska, I think.
And just like I mentioned earlier, we're going to see some more shots coming over the net from Michigan State.
Warden to Amaral. Van Zandt dug by Schneider. Not a pretty ball, but it worked out. Stanishevska dug by Moisio off the face, I think. Dumped over, and Iowa's there. Moisio pushes it right to Bolton. Tipped over. Stojanovic. Amaral. Van Zandt. Good dig from Hold'em. Stanishevska misses wide. Touch called. Iowa says no.
Everyone says no. All 6 players say no touch. Not sure what the line judge saw on that one, but I didn't see a touch from over on this side.
The line judge gives a heavy sigh of oh no. I love how Coach Barnes asked who touched it. The up ref just points to the line judge. Well, the line judge didn't touch it. But he's like, so we shall
ask her sort of thing.
So Stanishevska now with 21. What a night for her.
Yeah, and hitting .417 as an outside hitter is a great efficiency.
Yeah, especially on 48 swings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like she's got a couple of swings and it's worked out. She's 48 swings. Again, Warden with a double-double for the Hawks. Sharday Van Zandt now up to a double-double. 10 kills, 10 digs. Moisio with 17 digs. Claire's a dig away from a double-double. This feels like a big point. I mean, 13-11 is still fine. 14-10 sounds really good.
It does. Especially when you're trying to end this in 4 instead of extend it to 5.
Yeah, if you're Iowa, you probably, I mean, you may not sit in the, obviously as they're limboing, they don't feel a whole lot of pressure over there right now anyway. But, 1-6 in 5 sets, you know that. You don't want to, you'd rather finish it here and not test your luck.
Right.
You saw Michigan State in 5 there. And what's happened to Iowa in most of the 5 sets is somebody like Stanishevska then has just gone off, and Iowa hasn't been able to find a way to stop them. I think
that's kind of been, she's been going off tonight, then Iowa has not found a way to stop her, but they have found a way to capitalize on points when she's in the back row and not as big of a threat.
This one, again, taking a very long time. And we're going to reverse the call is what she said, right?
Yep.
So Coach Barnes will have 2 challenges again. So Coach Barnes will still have 2 challenges as he's been right. I think we're up to several times now.
Right.
And actually, Coach Kelsey's been right several times as well. She has missed 1, though. 14-10, so a big reversal there for Iowa. And Sashka Stojanovic will serve for the Hawks. Uses Stanishevska back out to her. And Sashka couldn't make the dig on the powerful swing from Stanishevska, who now does have a whopping 2 hitting errors after that last error. But now she's got 21 kills again.
Right. And she's a player that's going to be hard to stop no matter what you do. But Iowa block can try to find a way to slow her down. But like I said earlier, just try to capitalize on the times that she does not get the ball.
Long, great serve at Moisio. Amaral right side to Varez off the block. Hawks cover. Van Zant tips it over. Schneider's there. Duzema. Emerald off her hands, 14-12.
Unlucky. Yeah, I was going to say that ball would have sailed out if she wouldn't have popped her hands up, but she second-guessed and tried to get a touch.
She protected her face, which might have been the smarter play of the whole bunch.
Right.
14-12, long to serve. Moisio, not a great pass. Varez has to run and flip it. And unfortunately, that's just a dead set. 14-13. Michigan State back within one, and a lot of momentum on the Michigan State bench. Timeout, Iowa will take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
John Evans, Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Iowa leads 2-1. Iowa leads set 4, 14-13, but Michigan State on a 3-0 run. I mean, again, this is what good teams do, right? You knew they weren't just going to kind of roll over and say, okay, yeah, you got us. We'll head to Nebraska and see what happens.
Exactly. Exactly. They're going to keep going to their players like Staniszewska, who's just been automatic tonight. Iowa's got to find a way to slow her down. You know the ball's going to go to her. So,
I mean, I know you want to balance it, but if you're Michigan State, doesn't every ball go to her? At least until Iowa shows they can slow her down a little?
Exactly, yep.
Long now, knocks it across. Moisio, good ball to Amaral. Middle attack, Whittingstall, it was low. She had to tip. Worked out beautifully, though.
Really smart tip by Whittingstall. That ball barely, I don't even think it cleared the net, but she was able to, yeah, just tip it right over the block and found some space just on the 10-foot line.
She elevated it over the block. 15-13, Jamie Marquardt to serve. Jamie knocks it at Staniszewska, overpass. Whittingstall. Amaral takes a rip and scores. Now I'll take that. That's kind of everybody's scrambling. They're trying to find their position again, and Claire just sends it right back into the corner, 16-13.
Yeah, that's a really great kill by her. Her 6th kill.
Michigan State mad scramble at the end to adjust serve receive, so Staniszewska will be running up the right. They go at her. Overpass again. Whittingstall! 17-13. Iowa answers out of the timeout with 3 straight.
And her 14th kill, that's a great overpass kill by Whittingstall. Good discipline to stay out of the net, too, because that ball was just really tight, just right on top of the tape.
Iowa forces a timeout. It's 17-13 in the 4th. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Reagan might sound a little winded as she hustles back from the exercise bike, trying to stay warm now.
I thought about it. You know, it's pretty close. Could sprint over there.
You could have got over there for a good 30, 45-second sprint.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan State's not using it, so might as well keep it rolling.
Jamie Marquardt to serve for the Hawks. It's 17-13 here in the fourth. Michigan State scored 3 in a row. Iowa responded with 3 in a row. See if Iowa can respond with 4 in a row. Good serve there. Bad pass from Hold'em, but a good ball. Staniszewska tips, and of course, Iowa cannot cover that spot. Love
you saw
Moisio.
Van Zandt, yeah, really good effort by Moisio,
Yeah.
but Van Zandt picked a couple of those balls up here in the last set. But on that play, I was watching her. She was backpedaling, just already transitioning, so she wanted no part of that tip pickup.
Staniszewska goes down the line. Boy, that ball was out. Moisio, Van Zandt, blocked. Cover from Whittingstall. Van Zandt, blocked, covered. Boy, Iowa's going to get another swing. Van Zandt tips. Boy, and okay, Iowa's not very good at the campfire. Michigan State stinks at it too.
Right, they are. Van Zandt kind of got her revenge on that ball.
18-14, that is a huge point for Iowa as they tried to lose it several times. Michigan State tried to win it. Van Zandt off the tape, Hold'em. Outside to Hold'em. She uses the hand well. Boy, that was one of those, she couldn't fully transition, and she just went off Amaral's outside hand again.
And that's what I mentioned earlier. I mean, Michigan State just struggling to get kills, so they have been pretty effective on using Iowa's block, and that's how they're scoring points. They're going to stick with it.
It's after Clayton's serve here, Marquardt, Warden rolls it, Long's there. Hold'em, blocked. Assistant coach was yelling, cover, cover, but that ball is not coverable.
Not coverable on that, and that's what we've been seeing. Iowa just dominating at the net, just not allowing Michigan State to get anything going if it's not going to Staniszewska. Yeah.
Yeah, she is it. Schneider, great pass, Long. Way gets the kill that time, and she was way up over the Stojanovic block, 19-16. Yeah, to your point, Staniszewska's hitting 400 on 50 swings. Kulig hitting 529 on 17 swings. Duzema 083 on 24. Hold'em 043 on 23. Mumchular 059 on 17 swings. Bolton. Marquardt, great ball. Amaral, slide to Stojanovic. Back to the Iowa side, and nobody goes for it.
Well,
give the kill to Maya Bolton.
Van Zandt and Moisio were both trying to make their way back to the left side of the court. They got caught up in each other's feet. Moisio kind of pushing Van Zandt, go, go, go. And it was just a unlucky overpass.
19-17. Marquardt, high ball, middle of the floor. Amaral outside to Warden, off the block and scores. Huge point for Iowa right there.
Good job by Warden to use the high hands of Michigan State's block. It was a nice tool kill by her.
Alyssa up to 15. That is well her career high. Serve comes over at Hold'em. Slide away. That block finds the back of the floor. Right inside the inline. Stojanovic and Warden.
Yes. She presses over the net so well. And you can see it as a result. That ball just kind of creates an arc and it lands inside the court.
Amaral. Hold'em goes wide or long, not wide. 22-17. Iowa can feel it.
A little surprised that Michigan State hasn't used a...
They're out of timeouts.
Oh, they're out of timeouts.
Yeah, so
that would make sense.
So the old setter shoe tie
right.
is your third timeout here. As Long shoe came untied. Funny how that works when you untie it. I don't blame her. I've seen it happen. Amaral sends another softball. Staniszewska. Long. Hold'em. Tips. Warden's there. Amaral. Varez scores! 23-17. Carmel with 13. Iowa now with 4 in double figures on the kill side. 4 in double figures on the dig side. If you can find Claire Amaral one more, they'll have 5. 2 points away for the Hawks. Amaral to serve. Claire pops it over. Staniszewska slide away. Blows up Moisio.
She tried to kind of...
I think she thought maybe it was out.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. But
just caught her shoulder.
23-18. Taylor Hold'em to serve. That was 4 straight for Iowa. You just need a pass. That's it.
Right.
Good pass, good swing. Hold'em pops it over. Not a good pass. I ask for simple things. I really do.
Just need some early communication on the passing line there for Iowa.
I'd rather see, if you're going to bail Van Zandt out, just get her out of the way and let,
Right.
let Mo get her feet set and take it. 23-19. Hold'em. Goes to Van Zandt. Right side to Warden. Uses the block, and Iowa has match point. 24-19. 16 for Warden. The crowd, and a really good crowd tonight. Great crowd shows up tonight.
Great turnout.
And Alyssa Warden will try to cap off her career night by hitting it into the net. Not the exclamation point she wanted.
Right.
24-20. Schneider to serve. Iowa will have to win it in a different way. I'd take a Michigan State service error. Schneider knocks it over. Warden, there's a good pass. Amaral, low ball, dug by Schneider. Long. Stanishevska dug. Amaral, Van Zandt. Stojanovic, Amaral dumps. Dug up, tight ball. Stojanovic again. Amaral, Fares, blocked, and catches the line. 24-21.
You can feel the intensity here in the crowd. They're ready to go crazy on this game point. Everyone on their feet and just really adding to the atmosphere right now.
Schneider again. Pops it over. Warden, great ball to Amaral. Stojanovic is blocked. 24-22, timeout Iowa. Yes. It's never, ever easy to find that win. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
And, you mentioned teams like Nebraska. That's going to be a little tougher, but there's lots of gettable wins in the middle of the Big Ten that Iowa has a good chance of beating if they play like they did tonight. That was a completely different team than what we saw, not even glimpses of last weekend.
Well, it was the consistency of the effort was more of what needed to happen, and I think hopefully what tonight helps show the team is that with that consistency of effort, they can compete with the other teams in the Big Ten.
Right. If they can bring it, they can compete with anyone.
Yeah.
If they have that balanced offense, if they show a force at the net like they did tonight, if they play scrappy defense and pick up tips and shots and rolls, and that effort, like you mentioned, is contagious on the team, and they play scrappy defense and bring the pressure from the service line like they did tonight. If all the puzzle pieces fit together like they did tonight, they can compete with anyone.
So that was kind of fun. We're gonna let Reagan and her tennis shoes head over to the country concert and listen to Jordan Beam here as Iowa starts to.
It looks like we can be front row. We should head on over there.
We could mosh pit it with looks like a bunch of 10-year-olds.
We could start a mosh pit. I'm sure the parents would love that.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would not. That'll do it here from Extreme Arena tonight in Coralville. Iowa gets it done in 4 sets, drops the first 25-22, but comes back 27-25, 25-19, and 25-22 in an exciting 4th set. Iowa finishes the homestand on Sunday here in Extreme Arena, hosting Rutgers at noon. That is a little bit of a time change, so depending on how long ago your calendar was put together, it is now noon here at Extreme Arena, and it is Spike or Treat Day.
Spike or treat?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to guess there's candy involved. And I'm always good with that. So for Reagan Coyle, I'm John Evans. Thanks for listening tonight. We will talk to you Sunday for the battle with the Scarlet Knights. Every Saturday is a good day to beat the Gophers. So let's take care of business on that tomorrow. We'll be back here Sunday for the Scarlet Knights. Thank you for listening. Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star. Also brought to you by Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission. Your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.